Vážení panové, dámy, vítejte na kanále AGRO Farma Verča. Já jsem Jan Růžička, jsem sledovatel úžasný kanál, dneska jsem u Rybaření. Na Vysočině sledujte náš předběžný stream hned teď. Tak to jdeme si dát intro. Tam teda vydal rybaření na Vysočině sledujte náš předběžný stream. Hned teď. Tento aktualizace podá 31. října 2025. A vy se na tom streamu můžete buď podívat na oficiální YouTube, a nebo vám dáme přímo sem do videa. A pojďme si tady o tom něco přečíst teda. Už jen pár dní zbývá a budete se moc pustit do rybaření a relaxování u Willis Fishing. Začínáme příští úterý 4. listopadu na oslavu nadcházejícího vydání. Vydání pro vás máme před premiéru, které vlastně můžete potom vidět už. Zatímco senior herní programátor a hlavní integrator Stefan Marus poskytuje obecný přehled strojů a hratelnost. Co jde o umělkyni Vanessa Perdovolá se podobně věnuje nové mapě, také poskytuje aktuální informace o tom, co se přeběhlo vývojem změnilo od té doby, kdy jste Klinglang viděli na Falconu a Gamesconu. Připravený na ryby, že si fishing můžete také zajít všechny profesionálnější rybaření operace chov ryb, pobřežní akvárium, výroba krmiv a lodě. Pro přepravu vám umožňuje založit novou oblast podnikání vedle zemědělství, zvířat, lesnictví. Přidobějte si s 10% slom nebo si později Season One Pass 1, který obsahuje datadisk a 3 balíčky. Hills Fishing vychází 4. listopadu pro PC a konzole. Dám se podívat na to video, na ten stream, který má cca 40. Má to teda 44 minut a 16 sekund. Tak tohle videjko docela bude dlouhý, teda. Tak jdem to hned pustit.
What's up, Farming Simulator fans? Welcome back to another stream. Today is a special one for the Highlands Fishing expansion coming out in just a few days on November 4th. We're super excited for this one. I know the UK community, they've been waiting ages for this one. Their moment's almost finally here. An official British map made by giants, and this Scottish environment is looking stunning. We're gonna see some live gameplay here in a bit. We've got Benny and Stefan Maros in the studio in Germany again in Erlangen, ready to show you the gameplay. I know that's what you really are here for. Later on as well, I'll be doing an interview with one of our 3D artists, Vanessa, who worked on Ken Lag as part of the team for the development of the map. We're also going to be doing some giveaways. We have 20 keys for Highlands Fishing to give away. If you're watching right now on Twitch, there should be a link in chat. There's also one of the messages pinned at the top of the chat for the link. Go click on that, sign up, make sure you use your email that you can access. And if you win, we'll contact you via email and ask you what platform you want the game for. So that'll happen later on in the stream. After the stream is over, we won't announce the winners here on the stream. So definitely go sign up for that. Check it out. But without further ado, I think it's time to send it over to those two guys in Germany. Benny, Stefan, show us what you got as far as gameplay goes.
Thank you, Kermit. We are now here in studio in Erlangen with Stefan Maurus, one of our lead developers, and we will have a look into the game on the map. Kinleg, Highlands Fishing, the expansion is now close to being released, so we will have a look into what's new and what you brought us.
Yeah, so I brought you a small little safe game, prepared something for you.
Wonderful.
Yeah, let's jump directly into it.
Yeah.
We are here on our farm, on our beautiful Kinleg map. Yeah, I really like the farm.
So that's the starting farm, right?
Yeah, exactly. So there you got water as our NPC here. And yeah, it's beautiful farm. You got some older buildings here. So yeah, and I prepared some vehicles here. So let's jump into them.
It looks like we have a new brand here, right?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let's start with those 3 ATVs or UTVs, ATVs, however you call them. They're from Can-Am. So Can-Am is a new brand that we introduced now with the DLC. It's a Canadian brand, actually.
All right.
They build stuff like this, ATVs, UTVs, and all the small little vehicles that you can drive. I
think it's the first time we have some vehicles like this in the game.
Yeah, especially with the configuration. So we got some ATVs in the game before that, but those are the first ones with pretty nice configurations. So you directly see it here on the Outlander Pro, or that's the Outlander Max. The other one is the Outlander Pro, a small difference here.
Yeah.
The Outlander Max is also with a passenger seat at the back.
Oh, that's cool.
So also in multiplayer, it's pretty nice to drive around your friends or your one friend at the back. Okay, and yeah, it got some nice configurations. So you see already the tracks. So you got to choose between wheels and tracks. So that's pretty nice.
Obviously, it depends on the season. If there's snowing around,
yeah,
so maybe that's
especially in the snow, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And also with the snow, you got the snow plow in front, so you can plow the snow away. So that's pretty handy. And in the winter, you might go to the forest and take your chainsaw and harvest some trees. So you got here a chainsaw mount, so you can take the chainsaw here.
Yeah, I saw it.
Cut the trees.
Pretty nice to lay down your tools on it.
Yeah.
So it feels more immersive when it comes to jumping on the vehicle and driving into the forest, doing your forestry work with the chainsaw. Sorry.
Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly. And it's also a configuration. You can choose if you want the chainsaw mount. On this one, I don't have it here, so you got here a different front. But yeah, that's like the smaller one, but got a bit more horsepower, and the other one is a bit bigger one, but more of the passenger seat and that stuff. And then you got the Defender. So that's the bigger one that got a loading bay at the back, so you can transport not that much, but a little
even
bit.
one pallet.
Yeah. So, and you got a closed cabin. You got also some nice configurations, so you can choose if you want to have a closed cabin or open cabin. So we can also jump into the shop here. So we got here the roof setup. So
I mean, it's pretty affordable and some fun.
Yeah, it's actually quite cheap in the game. So you can choose here the roof setup or the cap design. You also got a snowplow, so you got a snowplow on all 3 of them.
Cool.
So that's pretty handy. And also the extension that you've seen at the back, which you can also unfold then. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, so let's jump into the Outlander Pro. So, and also a feature we've added now with the patch 14. So there's now the option to automatically wear a helmet while you're on the ATVs.
So you don't have to go into a wardrobe and
Yeah.
just put it on. So it's automatically
exactly.
on.
Yeah,
Perfect.
you got the same also on the motorbike that we got in the base game. So the same function is now here. The Can-Am vehicles. So that was also pretty important for Can-Am to always wear the helmet, because in reality it's pretty important to be protected. So and now we are always protected as well.
Oh, there's something new in the left, right?
Yeah, so we got our old farm back there, but also prepared some newer stuff. Here's one cow shed that I want to show you. We've added this one with the patch 14 that has been released now some days ago. And for the people that haven't seen it yet, I want to give it a quick introduction. So we got in the base game already the cow shed with the feeding robot from Lely. So that automatically feeds the cows if you put it in, put the food into the cow shed. But now we got here another version. So this one is from Gea, so it's a different system of feeding the cows. Gea brand we introduced with the Plains and Prairies
pack, right?
Exactly, and now we got some more stuff from them.
Cool.
And we directly added it to the base game because we don't want it to limit it to a DLC. So got here, it's
so
a
every one of
style of
you guys out there can have hands-on these functions.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
And so it looks a bit different. So you put in the different components here. So the silage, the straw, the grass. And then the robot drives below those tanks. It gets filled and then automatically goes into the cow shed and feeds the cows. So that's pretty nice. And we also, with the DLCs, we don't only have the new vehicles like the Can-Am stuff. We also got new placeables. So we added also some new sheds. For example, this one here.
I like the wood styled shed.
Yeah, same for me. So it's also from Herman. And perfect size here next to the cow barn. And also you got here some.
I think this was already feedback to me as a community manager that people want to see placeables and expansions or packs as well. So I think that's a cool deal for everyone.
Yeah, and we got some more, so that's not the only one. We got some more sheds, also some bigger ones, but this one is a rather smaller one, but fitted here quite nice in the scenery. We also got here some two items of the Highlands Fishing DLC. So we also got a new Deutz Fahr.
Cool.
So that's the 6 series. We now got the bigger 6 series in the base game. We also got the smaller 6 series in the mod hub already. We released that as mod hub mod, but now that's the 6-10 actually here, or 6-30 TTV. So
what's
that
special about it? Maybe you have some.
Yeah, that's
some numbers
it fits to the range of Deutz Fahr tractors
Okay.
we got in the game. So the 7 series, the 8 series, and also now the 6 series as a bit smaller tractor. So yeah, on the cow farm here like this, it fits quite well. So about 200 horsepower, so which is pretty nice. And one thing I wanted to show you. There's actually one special thing. So we got this one as a we got it as warrior configuration as all the other Deutz Fahr.
Yeah.
But we also got it as Lamborghini configuration.
Oh, people will love this.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. So it's like,
And I think we haven't talked about it yet. So this
Yeah.
is something new for you. Out
yeah, we just recently added it. So yeah, it's actually quite nice looking. Yeah, just the
I
Dodge
don't know
Ram
if you
RY.
know, but in our neighborhood here in Erlangen office, there's always one Lamborghini driving around.
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly.
cool to see more of this.
It's similar, and also maybe some reference to Clarkson's farm because it also fits the scenery a bit. But so this one is pretty nice. Next to it, we got our TT Bunning. We already showed that
It's
on
also a
Farm
new
Con.
brand in the game and in
Yeah.
Highlands Fishing, right?
Yeah, it's also a UK brand, which is pretty nice to have some local brands to match the map. And yeah, this one is from GT Bunning, a menu spreader. But we also got 2 trailers from them now as well, but I got them on some other fields to show you.
Cool.
Exactly. Pretty nice looking. Yeah, I really love this one. So let's jump
to the next field. The next week is I want to show you. So it's not the Fendt. I like the Fendt, but it's actually the seeder combination here at the front and back. So we got from Federstadt. So the main thing is actually here at the back. That's the Pro Seed, Federstadt Pro Seed. It's quite a special seeder.
Why?
Or it's not a seeder, but it's actually a planter.
Yeah.
But also with the possibility to seed regular crops. So you can also seed like your wheat with it. So yeah, it got the rows quite narrow together. You see it here, you got 2 rows of seeding units, and like this you can have a way closer spacing. And so it's like then a planter that works like a seeder or can do the same row spacing as a seeder. So that's why you can plant with this planter also wheat, but you can also plant like corn with with a regular planter. So that's a pretty versatile planter seeder then. So yeah, I really like this one. And one special thing about it are the hoses next to the tractor.
These are 4, right?
Yeah. It's
First time?
Yeah, it's the first time. So we had some seeders which only got 1 hose where they transfer the fertilizer or the seeds from the front to the back. But this seeder here has 4 individual ones because it depends on the configuration what you want to seed, but the 4 hoses go to the individual units at the back, so you can seed also multiple different crops at the same time in reality, which is pretty nice. So that's the reasoning behind the 4 hoses, and we had to add there's some additional functionality to support that in the proper way to look also nice. So we built here a custom hose mount where they bundle together and you connect them at one time. So I think that looks pretty nice. It's automatically
works out.
it's automatically added to all the tractors that got the regular hose mount already. So that's pretty useful there. Cool. So that's the Federstadt Pro Seed V24, 24 rows. And you can also put like additional seeds in the front tank. So that's pretty much up to you. Or so normally you got 2,200 liters at the back where you can put seeds, and the front tank the same amount, and you can put on seeds or also fertilizer, so you can fertilize at the same time. So that's pretty nice.
But I think it's one for the bigger farms with more money, because I think the whole setup is a bit more.
That's true. So we can also look in the shop. So it's 100.
But I know there are a lot of people out there playing on XXL farms. Cool.
So I got a working width of 6 meter, and if you got here a comparable 6 meter regular planter, which can also only do the regular crops like all the planters,
but if you
it's like half the price. So so it's a bit more expensive, but you got the advantage to do pretty much anything with it. So that's cool. That's pretty useful.
Cool. So what's next? You already showed me JCB, right?
So some little tease here. We already showed that JCB at FarmCon. So it's a pretty nice older tractor. So it's like from end of the 90s where they started to produce them. So it's always nice to have older tractors in the game. I really like them. It's actually a similar age as me, so
I mean, you can see when we bring out an expansion, there are always brand new machines, but we also have older ones. So everyone gets satisfied, because we have a big community out there that are looking for older machines or machines with their grown up. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. And we also got the we already showed that at some point, but this New Holland T8000 series, which is also, it's not that old, so it's like from 2007 when they started to build them. So it's actually quite recent, but still a bit older. And good to have there a mixture in the game of old vehicles and new vehicles, and there we got the 2 JCB icons, which are
our highlight machine here.
Yeah, exactly. So pretty new machines as well.
I really like this beast.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, with the wheel configuration here, it's pretty massive. And also, if you look from the back, it's like yeah.
Yeah, it has its own style, right? I mean,
Yeah.
some tractors are more like from design and the cabin is on another place or more backwards.
Yeah.
So I really like it.
Yeah.
Something different.
So, but let's jump back to the field again with the older GCB. At the back we got a new trailer. So also from GD Bunning, the one that I was mentioning. So prepared here a small field of onions. So onions, new crop of the Highlands Fishing Pack.
Of course. Yeah.
And the GD Bunning trailer here is pretty good, I think, to transport the onions. So you can configure it with different heights of extension. So that's the one without extension, so it's pretty low, so it's good for onions, so you can put them pretty nicely into the trailer. So and maybe we can recap the onion harvest a bit, because it's quite different from the regular harvest, so from potatoes or that stuff, for example. So here we got our onion field. So we got here our onion rows. They are planted a bit differently. So we plant them in beds, how they're called. So it's always like 5 plants next to each other, and then you got a bit of spacing where you can, for example, drive while doing crop care and that stuff. So that they are called that beds. And you got here where do we have it? Here, the Monosem MS. So that's the special seeder for that bed, so you can see on the top.
I think when you use it, you can directly see those lines in the soil.
Yeah,
where it's perfectly bedded.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's a bit different from how you plant them, and the planter and the beds are perfectly made for our harvester. So from Holaros, the brand that we already got in the game since quite a while, we got here the technology for harvesting. So you got the defoliator at the front, which basically cuts off the tops of the onion. So the leaves that are here, like the green stuff that is cut off here, and then the onions are digged out of the ground here with that belt here, and they're put together at the center of the tractor. So you got a nice little windrow that goes below the tractor and all the way back to the back tool. The back tool is an additional cleaning device, let's say, which picks up the onions again. They're still quite dirty,
and frees it from some soil rests.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a bit shaking them. And
I just know that someone out of our community had the question about those front and back tool. Is it possible to play just with the front tool, or I mean the front tool is cutting it off, but the back tool is making sure that it's more clean? But
it's actually possible. So we added support for that, so you can also just use the front tool and directly pick it up, but you get a bit less yield.
Okay.
So sense. Because the onions are a bit more dirty, so it has to have some advantage if you use the back tool. So that's why we implemented it. Like you have more yield if you use the full combination.
Perfect. That is answering my question.
Yeah. But the back tool is also quite useful, because you can merge the so you can choose the side where the onions are dropped, and you can merge 2 lines into one. So if you drive up and you put them to the left and then drive down, then they merge to one windrow. So that's
maybe our direction can implement that then.
Yeah.
So you see it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's pretty useful for that as well. And now we got pretty nice windrows here, but how to get them out of the field? That's where our Grimme Varitron here comes into play. So at the FarmCon we were showing the Ropak Heiler, so our potato harvester. Where do we have it? Potato technology. Here we got the Ropak Heiler. And now with the Highlands Fishing DLC, it gets the configuration here for either harvesting potatoes or harvesting onions. So with onions, it's just like picking up the onions from the ground. From the potatoes, they are more digged out of the ground. So it's a bit different here. And if you configure it with the onion configurations, you can pick up those windrows here from the ground.
Yeah.
And that's also possible with the Grimme Varitron. So the Varitron, returns basically with a completely rebuilt vehicle and updated vehicle. So we had it a couple of years ago in the game already, but now it's like the newest version of it.
Okay, so it's like extended for onions.
Yeah, this as well, but it's also still for potatoes. So you can also see it here in the potatoes category.
Yeah.
And at the bottom you see the onion and potato icon. So you can either have it as regular potato harvester with the home topper at the front.
Yeah.
And you can configure it just with a pickup as the Ropa-Keiler. Yeah. So like this you can pick them up as well. You can also maybe do that.
When a lot of people saw the first time this vehicle and saw the cabin view, they asked me about the static pictures. Is there something you can tell us about that? Because some people already saw Mercedes-Benz stuff and really loved the camera.
So here on these screens it's still static, but we're currently working on getting the dynamic pictures from the Daimler or the Mercedes-Benz trucks pack here into the screens as well. So we're still working on that, so that's why it's not working here yet. But the goal is to release it also for the modders, so to update the Mercedes-Benz trucks pack. And to have it available for the modders and also for the upcoming DLCs, so we can add it basically to all the vehicles.
That's a big deal for every modder outside there.
Yeah.
So they really love to hear that.
So it's a pretty nice feature.
I can see the hype in the chat.
It's a pretty nice feature, but it's also like a bit tricky regarding performance, because also like you got the regular mirrors here on the Varitron, and it's quite a lot of mirrors, and the cameras basically work with the same technology as the mirror. And at some point we got currently a maximum limit of mirrors of 7, so you can have maximum of 7 at the same time, and the cameras count into that. So if you got too many cameras, if you would have here 8 cameras or so, that wouldn't be possible. Otherwise the performance of the game would just not work with that. So that's why they have to use it a bit carefully. But
overall, very good news for everyone.
Yeah.
So we will see more of this in the cabin.
Yeah, exactly. And here we can unload it to the trailer.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So, and that's basically the onion harvest. So like this we can pick up all the windrows from the field, and
let's move on.
So that's it from the field side that I wanted to show you. One additional thing I want to show you is the boat stuff. So
true. First time with Highlands fishing, aquaculture, and boats.
So the first thing I want to show you is, if we jump here back to the farm, if I can click the icon. So we got here a fishing pond. So that's one thing we've added since the FarmCon, because we always heard the feedback if the aquacultures are available on mod maps and also on other maps, and it's actually quite tricky to prepare all the mod maps, and we also want to give the people the possibility to use the fishes without having the aquaculture on the ocean, to have the offshore stuff. So that's why we added the fishing pond here. So that's like working like a production. So you bring the young fishes here. So you breed the young fishes in the production that I was already showing at the FarmCon. You got the pellets of the young fishes, and you bring them here. They got a bit more water, a bit more space to get even bigger and to end up like a big fish, and then you can sell the big fishes.
So as I understand it right, this is a placeable for every possible map.
Yeah, exactly. You can place it everywhere. So that's pretty nice.
Cool.
But it also, it's not that big compared to the aquaculture that is on the ocean. So you will get less fishes out of that compared to
but in the end, you can have your biggest fish farm on your on your ground.
Yeah,
So
and also
place more and more. But yeah, cool.
also fits pretty nice here on the farm. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can be creative and put it somewhere. Yeah. So let's move, but still let's move to the ocean.
Yeah.
I want to show you how to buy the boats.
Yeah.
So we haven't shown that yet. So for the boats, we don't have the regular shop. They're not in the regular shop listed. We have a dedicated shop for the boats, and that's here actually on the harbor. So if you look at the map, top left, so here's our city, here's our harbor, and here at this corner you got the boat shop.
Yeah.
We can go into this trigger, and yeah, it's just a simple UI here where you can choose between the boats. So we got 2 boats actually. So we got the cargo vessel, which is for transporting your fishes to the aquaculture, to offshore aquaculture. But we also got here the sport boat, and yeah, that's
brand new. Yeah.
that's more like a fun item. We haven't shown that yet, I think. So you can just purchase it.
But I think this brings the perfect fit with the fishing.
Yeah,
You also implemented.
yeah. The fishing rod is the next thing I want to show you.
Yeah.
So, and also since the FarmCon, we worked a bit on the water effects, and also the physics of the boat. So we improved there quite a bit. You got some nice water that is in front of the boat and on the side. So it actually looks
pretty cool. Yeah.
pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for showing us the first time this small boat, but
Yeah, it's
it
also
has more speed, right?
Yeah, it's a bit faster. So it's not too fast. It's
Yeah.
still a boat.
Yeah.
But yeah, faster than the big boat.
Cool.
But the bigger boat is more for cargo stuff. So yeah, we can go onto the land again here. Oops.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the sport boat.
Cool.
So, and yeah, one thing, you can also use the sport boat to go fishing. It also got some mounts here for the fishing rods. So in reality, you can mount them in the bag. And
I mean,
also
I've seen boats like this a lot of
Yeah.
time when people go out for fishing.
yeah, exactly. But we got also the fishing rod here. That's the flashlight. That's the fishing rod.
But it's a new tool. Like you
Yeah.
get it over the tool menu.
Yeah, exactly.
that's
So you got it here in the shop. If you go down to the hand tools, you get the fishing rods, and then you can buy a fishing rod for 150 euros. So it's quite cheap actually. And
I think there will be a lot of people out there that want to start their 0 to hero project with the fishing rod and then go upwards and start fishing, because you can fish and you can get some fish out of the water, right? And sell it.
and you can sell it. So
Yeah.
we can just try it out here. So you can throw the fishing rod. You have to wait, and have to be quick if a fish
bites, right?
bites you.
Let's go.
Yeah,
And here you can see the fishing mini game. So Stefan has now to hold the trigger next to the fish icon, and on the left bar you see if he's successful with it, and when it gets filled, you will see if he got a fish. Yeah. I really like to see like a small mini game that gives you more gameplay options for Farming Simulator, some cooldown moments. So it's not that easy, but I like to see that it's not too easy. Wow.
Ta-da!
You got a trout.
Yeah, so
You have the option now to sell it or to release.
yeah.
yeah.
Do you want to sell it?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
We need money.
100 euros.
I
You
mean,
really need that.
Yeah, we really need it.
So,
But
yeah.
at the harbor area, there's someone else, right? Maybe you
Yeah.
can bring me to our new NPC.
Yeah, so let's peg it away.
So, yeah, we implemented a new NPC that is helping you with different stuff. He's called Alastair, and he will be there for giving you more dialogue, more informations about the map Kinlake, the whole thing, and about the fishing. So if you need some help, he maybe can help you. And here he is, Alastair, an old fisherman, I would say. Yeah, try it out. He has a cool story, and yeah, we just want to mention that we don't use AI voices or stuff like that. So people asked about it because his accent was like close to Scottish, close to British accent, but we want to find here like a solution where we don't need subtitles, or want to create a compromise for everyone so kids can understand him, you guys can understand him talking, but in the end, yeah, he has pretty cool stuff to tell you. And we will also have new collectibles in the game, on the map. Yeah, just find the bottles and read what's in there. We'll see more than when you play it.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks for showing.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty nice harbor area actually. Also with the birds flying here
Seagulls,
around.
yeah, right.
So that's pretty nice. Yeah, I really like it here.
A lot of details, right?
Yeah. They put quite some effort in that.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was it from your time?
Yeah, that's it
from your side?
from my gameplay.
Thank you so much. I
Yeah.
think we have a lot in there. Over 20 machines, I would say. 20 machines and tools.
Yeah, but
3 new brands. You saw GT Bunning, Can-Am, Monosen, stuff like that. Yeah, but thanks for showing us the gameplay. And now we will head back to Kermit because he has Vanessa with him. Vanessa is one of our map designers, and she will talk about Kinleg, the new map. And yeah, let's get back to those two. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Benny and Stefan. That was awesome gameplay you guys just showed us. I know that our fans are going to be even more excited now for the Highlands Fishing expansion coming out in just a few days. As you mentioned, I have Vanessa Weidman here with me, a 3D artist and working in our Swiss office. Vanessa, hello. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's awesome to have you here. I'm looking forward to, seeing the insight that you have about the work you did on the map and that the team did as well. So let's get right into the questions. First one, were there any challenges that you and the team faced on creating a UK-based map for the first time?
Well, creating the UK map was quite fun actually, because they have like very distinct local architecture, and the stone fences was just really fun to work on. But it was also hard to match it and that it really seemed like British.
What was the thing that you personally are most proud of in the map?
Well, the map's character really comes from mixed elements. I think the roads, the ruins, and the new vegetation is like all blending naturally together, and I really love that about our map.
Cool. I mean, it's looking beautiful already for sure. It definitely feels very iconic, British and Scottish especially. Like, this was one of the maps that we kind of teased it early on for the year 1 season pass, and most people were able to pick out right away just from like the tease picture, like, oh, we know what this is going to be, which it isn't often the case, right? But when you see a British map, that environment, that landscape. So it's awesome to see how it's come out now in the final version. So are there any small tips or hints that you want to give players about the map?
Yes, there are quite a few Easter eggs across the whole map. Maybe you want to check out the walls at the castle you have to rebuild, and also maybe have a peek in some attics. You never know what you might find.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun. Nice. There you go, fans. Tips straight from Vanessa. So go check it out when you get your hands on the game. So there should be, there's decorations for Halloween and Christmas, I believe, right, in the map as well. Can you maybe talk about that a little bit, about how that process of adding these things to the map?
Yes, so we added seasonal layers more than before. So right now in autumn, the leaves will gather around the roofs and the streets, and also we have some seasonal decorations, so of course pumpkins and other small things. And also in winter we added some garlands, some lights, just to get you into the holiday mood.
That's awesome. So like as the game progresses, as you're in this month of the game or these months, this happens automatically. That's really cool. I like that addition to it because a lot of our players really love to feel like they're living in the environment they're playing in, right? So that gives it that extra little feel. That's awesome. Cool. Thank you. So Vanessa, we also had some questions come from our fans. So I'm going to ask a couple of those now. Our fans are always ready with awesome questions, so they sent us some over on Discord. The first one was, have there been any changes on the map since the FarmCon videos that the fans saw?
So yeah, there have been quite a lot of changes since the FarmCon videos. We were really polishing and just also like remaking a lot of stuff which we thought visually could be even better. We were really fine-tuning everything, and yeah, it was all about the details.
That's great. I mean, you can see that extra little bit of polish for sure in the details, and the map is looking awesome, so well done to you and the rest of the team for sure. What about crops, trees, or like grass, meadows? Are there any new things of that variety that have been added for this specific map, given that the things you already talked about a UK map, it having a distinct landscape?
Yes, so obviously the onions are our new crop. We also have around 6 new trees with multiple variations. We also have around 5-ish new bushes, and of course the 2 meadow types, which all correspond with the highlands.
Awesome. Perfect. I mean, you've got to have that British meadow grass is like so iconic, so it's nice to see that was added in for sure. So let's talk about the trains on the map. The fans want to know how they're working.
So they work like on our other maps as well, so they will follow the loops we set.
All right, perfect. So that was all the questions I have. Is there anything else, Vanessa, that you want to talk about when it comes to the map?
Yes, so Kinlake is honestly about authenticity and just scenery. We worked on site, we rethought our shaders and added a lot of vegetation, and in the end we got an environment which is really region specific. When we went to the highlands and we were so amazed by the views, we were so motivated as a team and wanted the players also feel this amazement. So we really hope that you also like this map as well.
Awesome. I'm sure that the players will. It looks amazing. I can't wait to play it myself as well. So I'm excited to see our British community have been asking for so long for a British map. So I really want to see their reactions to this. I know that, like, they already are loving what they've been seeing, but I'm looking forward to seeing them have the game in their hands, have the expansion in their hands, and be able to give us their feedback of how they're feeling about it. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for joining. It was an awesome interview with you. Just a reminder to everyone in chat, we are doing a giveaway. We announced it earlier in the stream. Don't forget about that. You're running out of time, but you still got about 15 minutes or so, probably roughly, to go sign up for the giveaway. Your chance to win a Highlands fishing key. And we're going to throw it now back to Benny and Stefan Maras for their Q&A.
Yeah, thanks Kermit, thanks Vanessa. This was very interesting about Kinlake and the whole map design. And now we are back here for answering more questions from the community. And so Stefan will help me with answering those questions. Some of them can I answer and some of them will he answer. So first question is, what was important for you when integrating the boats? Because it was the first time that you've done this.
Yeah, it was actually quite a challenge with the boats because the physics is quite different, and we didn't want to just add like wheels on the boats and just drive with them like on land. That would be a bit stupid, but yeah, we've actually added new physics features for them to have like a realistic boat physics. Yeah, and I think it looks quite good.
Yeah, I think
So-
I think also the water physics that was implemented with the whole rice farming.
Yeah.
So it paid off
yeah,
for this,
yeah,
right?
yeah. We got the waves on
Mhm.
the water that looked quite nice, and yeah, worked quite well with the boat. So that was quite important. Otherwise, it would look a bit boring. But with that, it looks quite nice, and also the effects, so the water splashes and
Yeah.
that stuff. So, yeah.
So people ask us a lot why aquaculture in a farming game. So maybe I have the perfect answer for you here. So in general, aquaculture and fish farming always relates to the normal farm, and so even in Germany or the FAO, so from the United States, define these things together. So for us, it was like a logical step to go more in depth when it comes to different farming options. So fish farming was one part of it for us. So that's the answer on this. And I think it's a meaningful expansion for the whole game. Yeah. So we have another question. Some people are asking, are the Highland kettles available on every map, or is it just the Kinlake thing? Can you answer me that?
They are available on every map. Yeah,
They
as
work
all
on
the
like
DLCs.
every animal, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. But yeah. And the people also asked me about where can you go fishing with the fishing rod? Is it possible everywhere? Is it possible on every map?
Yeah, it's actually possible everywhere there's water.
Okay.
So in the ocean, in the rivers, there are also some small rivers on the map,
Cool.
but also on mod maps. So if the water planes are implemented correctly, they can be used for fishing. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. So a lot of people asked us about the Highlands Fishing Expansion Edition. So I just want to clarify, the edition is the base game and Highlands Fishing as expansion. The expansion is the one you will get if you already own Farming Simulator 25. And yeah, if you already own the Season Pass, you're welcome, and you will get Highlands Fishing on November 4th, next Tuesday. So yeah, a lot to see in the expansion. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Vanessa and Kermit, again for a great interview and great insights of the new expansion Highlands Fishing. And yeah, I think that's it. Bye guys, see you in the next stream, and we will be back.
Bylo tam ukázáno super věci. Samozřejmě dneska je teda pátek a někde vlastně skoro všichni partneři, skoro všichni, neříkám, jestli budou pro všichni, dneska vám k tomu vypouštět videjka, nebo i příběžně stream, takže sledujte 100%. Co vím, že má to v plánu Jose, jak YouTube, tak i Twitch. Jose 49 je partner, i ambasador, i kultivátor pro Farming Simulatoru, takže se můžete voknout. Myslím, že to bude i streamovat i na YouTube, teď já nevím, ale na Twitch 100%. Kdo by to měl dneska streamovat je Z, což je tak jeden z partnerů. A co jsem ještě viděl, tak Gamekeepers, ale já jsem nečekal 11, jsem to vždycky streamoval i YouTube i Twitch, takže Gamekeepers, pokud se najdete na YouTube i na Twitchi, tak myslím, že vám to tam vyběhne. Zde i Synček 11 Gamekeepers vydali videjko, co jsem ještě chvíli koukal, proto se tenhle video posouvá trošku díl. Takže vlastně vám musím udělat poslední sbírku informačních listů. Ale tak, doufám, že si tohleto videjko využili. Vážení panové dámy, jsme na konci tohoto videjka, děkuji za pozornost, že jste to dokoukali. Já jsem Samozřejmě děkujeme za podporu bodu odměnky tábor paní Záhrakový, panu Záhrakovi a farmě Čej, který nás podporou, děkujeme moc. Samozřejmě budeme rádi, že budete podporovat naše další YouTube kanály jako AGRO Farma Verča Official nebo AGRO Farma Verča Official Plus, budeme rádi. Samozřejmě podporujeme naše kamarády, kamarádi jako Ludmilka Tábor, paní Zahoráková, Andy Mextave, Čmelák Zahorák Pájo, nebo Zahoráková. Jo, už to máme jako Zahorák Pájo udělaný. Farma Change Happy, Jiří Míka Jezer, Veverky CZ, Carlos Natriku, Matematik, Creeper, Magoreská, Media, Stope Studio, Sveka, Draga, Tomáš Prokopa a Sedlčany, Tucinský Partál. Herní server pro Farming Simulatoru jako AGRO Farma Change, Farma Boda, FSI, Rybaření, KZD, Spalky, Veverky CZ, Špitná Famcenčany juniory, ambasadory pro hru Farming Simulatoru České republiky, Slovenské republiky, jako je Jose 49. Dále podporujeme samozřejmě Cultivation pro Farming Simulatoru České republiky, Slovenské republiky, jako je Kinky, Předseda a Jose 49. Dále podporujeme partnerzy pro Farming Simulatoru České republiky, jako je AGRO Farma Verča, Foto Gamekeeper, Jose 49, Jezer Veverky, CZ, Robota Media, se Salvina, Sniper, Kitna, CZ, Zahoráka, Pajar, 1000 a Z84. Samozřejmě dále podporující gaming relaxe, kterou smilou se zde Pavel, CZ, Prce, Špina 24 HD, Špina 24 HD+, Speedy, CZ a Šmudla. Samozřejmě pokud se to video líbilo, nezapomínám hodit like, dislike, odběr, sdílku, je to všechno zadarmo a budeme rádi, když nás tímto podpoříte. Samozřejmě herní videa jsou každé 20 hodin změna programu vyprácena, že můžou být i nemusí být daný den. Streamy pátek, sobota, neděle, též o 20 hodin, též změna programu vyhrazena, že můžou být i nemusí být daný den, daný čas. Samozřejmě popisku máte taky link na naše na Farming Simulatoru a naše sociální sítě. Samozřejmě, pokud jdeš na písničku, stále se sem dashboard, který ti možná vypoutat. Mít to třeba na telefonu, samozřejmě konzole s tím mají smůlu, ale myslím si, že nám to nevadí. Možná nám je to trošku líto, ale nevadí nám to, protože každý tak si hraje na čem chce a co mu nejvíc vyhovuje, mě vyhovuje konzole, takže hraju, proto hraju na konzoli. Samozřejmě herní informace o Farming Simulatoru, herní streamy, informační videa na hru Farming Simulatoru zde na AGRO Farma Verča Official a shorty informace o farmingu a PlayStation Plus hry na AGRO Farma Verča Official Plus. Samozřejmě v dalších videí nebo streamů už vlastně brzy i s novou sérií právě s fishing nového toho expansionu se můžete těšit už brzy.